Good morning. I've actually been awake since about 6:30 and it's now 8 o'clock. I've just been watching a few YouTube videos. Lee's gone to work, Brendan's gone to work, Kenzie's gone to school. Kenzie made me a nice cup of tea, bless him, which is very sweet. So I've drunk that and I'm thinking I should just go for a run rather than laying here. Normally I would go back to sleep and that's what my plan was, but now I've been awake for the last couple of hours nearly, or hour and a half. I sort of feel like it would be silly to go back to sleep now. What I could be doing is just going and getting that run done. I'm not sure how well I'm going to do. My ankles are a bit achy today, and I have you know when you get on your foot as if the bones are stuck, and then you kind of roll your foot and it goes crack and something loosens. I had that yesterday evening. Every now and then, like once in a blue moon, I get it. At least it's cracking, because when it doesn't crack, that's really annoying. And you're like, come on, just crack, because it eases as soon as it's popped. It's almost like, I don't know, some bones are in a funny position. But yeah, it's just a little bit tender. And I know that even though my ankles ache, because my ankles always ache, they loosen up when I've been running until I sit down for an hour, and then, you know, then I can't move afterwards on the first day. But, you know, my ankles have always been my weak spot. I'm flat-footed and, you know. So, yeah, I could be getting up and going for the run. And then I could come and have a nice bath and it would be 9 o'clock. And then by the time I get out of the bath, it would still be like 10 o'clock. And I could go and get my saw blades from Screwfix and start building some walls or something. I've done a lot of the housework, so that's what I should be doing. Otherwise what will happen is I'll fall asleep and then I'll wake up at 10 and then I'll start all of that, and I won't be doing anything really constructive until lunchtime. I should just get up, shouldn't I? It is nice and cosy in this bed. Oh. Right, I'm going to go. I've been waffling for 5 minutes. I'm going to get up. I'll go for my run now. And come back for my bath. Okay, I'm going to do it. Cheer me on, people. Come on. Go on, Pip. You can do it. Should we see how well the app does today? I might try one of the other apps as well. I've had a few that people have said try these. So I might think I downloaded. Oh, I don't think I set it up though. I have to do that on the next one. But we'll see if it works this time. I'm wondering if it's because I tried to film part way through. But at least I know how far it is, even if it doesn't want to log how far it is. I know. Right. Shoes done. Ooh. Do you mind? Headphones, let's go. Well, it's gone 10, it's probably about 10:30 now. And it's a good job I went out for the run when I did, because it's rained since I've been in the bath. I'm feeling very relaxed. That was my straighteners just telling me they're hot. I need to dry this first. Oh, I do wish we'd had our haircuts, but we have not. Kenzie's looking very bouffant. I've actually been straightening his hair because otherwise it just goes like afros out here. So I've been straightening his just to tame it a little bit. I said to him, either he lets me cut it or I straighten it a bit. He has to do something. He can't go to school looking like crazy hair. We have haircuts a couple of days before Christmas. So fingers crossed we'll be allowed to have them. Thankfully we did book in our Christmas haircut as well. Right, let's get dry. Righty ho. That's dry. Now to straighten it. So I did my 4 miles again today, up to my new 2-mile point and then 2 miles back. Lee said to me, does it feel like it's getting easier, when I messaged him earlier? And today it didn't, but then I realised I hadn't eaten. So I was, apart from my cup of tea that Kenzie brought up to me at about, I don't know, 7:15, something like that, 7:10. So apart from that cup of tea he brought me, and a glass of water I'd had, in honesty, I hadn't eaten anything. And normally I have a banana before I run, so that was naughty of me. So yeah, it probably felt, my muscles felt more tired quicker. So I think it was probably because I hadn't got anything fueling them. Yeah, don't do that again. But as a general rule, I feel like running is getting easier. Like, I remember each of my, I have like markers on my run where I go, right, before I was like, well, we'll just get to this and then I'll stop and walk for a little bit. And it was like my markers, quite often what I do is go, right, I'll get to that point and then I'll walk a bit. And actually I'd go, oh, I'm here now. Let's see if I can just run to the next one. And I just keep like pushing myself a little bit using these markers. One of them is the entrance to a farm. The second one is the bridge over a little lake or over a little river. The next one is 2 cottages on the side of the road. The next one is a road turning that goes off to some other villages. Then the next one is another farm entrance. Then it's a 30 sign. So this is now progressing. Then it was another 30 sign. And now it's the barns. And the barns make it just under 2 miles. So it's a good marker. And it's uphill as well. That last bit is uphill. And I really struggled going up the hill today. It's almost like I felt like I was walking almost, even though I was jogging. I didn't feel like my speed was particularly good. I mean, and to be honest, I'm not about speed. I'm about distance. I've got no interest in speed. But what I have noticed is either I'm getting to these pointers quicker. I should really time myself maybe. That I'm getting to them quicker, or it's just easier to get to them because I don't feel like there's as much of a trudge between each marker. Or maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. But yeah, definitely feel like I'm improving. Well, I am improving. I think I will stick at this marker for a little while though, because the uphill bit and the distance seem to be a challenge for me still on every run. So I think until I feel like that's confidently smashed, then I'll just stick to it. I'm not going to push myself to another marker at this point. I'm just going to stick with the route I'm doing, the 4 miles that I'm doing, and perfect it a bit until it feels like it's not so hard. And then I'll find another marker to push myself that little bit further. But yeah, 4 miles, you know, twice a week. That's an 8-mile run a week. I don't feel like I've lost an awful lot of weight, but I'm eating all that nice food from HelloFresh, and those hot cross buns, which will be making me bloat. I have had chocolate oranges and everything else. So, but then I think, what would I have been like if I'd eaten all those things and hadn't been doing any exercise? I would have been putting on weight. And the HelloFresh stuff is all good, healthy food. It's probably doing me good actually eating because, as you lot know, beforehand, very rarely had an evening meal. And if I did, it was just, I mean, you know, it's not unhealthy. It was just rice, veg, you know, rice, chopped veg, bit of mayo, bit of cheese. But really, it wasn't very balanced. So I don't think there's an awful lot of protein in there. And because I'm cooking, most dishes have a meat angle to them. I'm definitely getting more protein, which will be obviously good for running. So yeah, but I'm definitely toning. Lee said you can see a difference. I think I can see a difference. I don't feel so studgy. I don't really know if anything's changing in my face. That's where I see a lot of the weight go on. And then bring on the Ferrero Rocher, because I've just been craving those for days and days. I think when we go shopping tomorrow, we need to go and do a food shop. There's a couple of other bits we need to get. And so there's a few shops that are open where we're going to go tomorrow that are, I mean, I guess they're classed as essential shops. They're not supermarkets. They do a bit of everything. So I think that's how they've got away with being open during this lockdown. But we're going to go in and get some bits and bobs. I do know they sell non-essential items too, so we may come back with some Christmas presents and bits. And where was I going with this? Where was I going with this? Totally got sidetracked. What was I talking about? Oh my goodness, my brain has just stopped. Anyway, yes, we'll go and do that tomorrow. And when I edit this, I'll work out exactly what it was that I was going to say to you and totally forgot. But yeah, we'll go do bits and bobs. And right, I'll crack on with this, stop waffling, get this done. And then we need to go pick up my bits from Screwfix so I can do a bit more in the loft. Okay, we're off to Screwfix to go and get the bits that should, well, they are in. I've had a message, but that was a couple of days ago. But I had to wait for them so they can wait for me. Let's go pick it up. Oh, mask. I need a mask. I'm in Spog and I've just realised I don't think I've been in Spog for about 2 weeks. Might have to take you for a good run tomorrow when we need to go and do our shopping, Spog. I think you deserve a good run. I've rocked up at Screwfix. Cup of tea. Philadelphia and carrot sticks. And then I'm going to go up and start cutting bits of wood. What I do need to work out is how to get the blade out. I think that has to come off, the guide. Maybe I need to lift this bit. Okay, that bit out. Then that bit. Rightio, yep. And then, ooh, is that how I do it? Pull that back, take the old blade out. I don't know, what's that? A 114D. 114D. That's that one. Just go with what I had before. Oh, this is not very helpful. How do I get it out? Oh, that bit falls off. Builders out there who know how to open these ruddy boxes. Oh, hold on, what does that say? Push that through there, is that what it's telling me? Pull this down. Push that. Oh, okay. Righty. Whoa, now they all want to fall out. 114D is that one. If it's cutting wood, it's got to go that way, right? Otherwise, it won't do a very good job of cutting, will it? Let's be honest. Are you in? Okay. 42. The builders put their leftover stuff where no one could see it, so I'm just doing the same. That's how you do it, is it not? Just brush all the rubbish into there. Now this is where we check to see if my cutting skills have actually married up with the beams. Let's go see. Come on, you know you want to fit. Don't be a pain in the... There's something behind there, won't it, that's causing you a problem. Bit of flipping concrete. It's always a bit of concrete, isn't it? Always a bit of concrete. Every damn time. Does that mean I've got to have to cut that again? Oh, ooh, maybe not. Come on. You flipping well will fit there. You will. Even if I have to hammer it. You're kidding me. Like a mill? Or is it just because it's not straight? It's not straight, is it? That's what the problem is. I was going to say, if you're telling me you're not going to fit for the sake of a mill, I would be most displeased. Right. That make any difference if I did it on one? But it's not going to fit on one beam, is it? What do we think? Oh, I've broken that now. That might be better actually on one beam. I thought one beam would be too low, but that might work better. So not as perfect. There's some big gaps and obviously it's not level, but it wasn't going to be level. But it's covered. So yeah, I need to replicate that on the other sides now. Oh, I'm playing a bit of jigsaw puzzle now. And that will hopefully screw down. Its problem is that hasn't got a beam there. But that bit is actually on a bit of foam. There we go. My plan worked. Putting the foam underneath did mean that it would level up once I screwed it in. So that's encouraging. That's flat now. Right, that's the bit I now need to work on. I've already got part of a beam cut, so I'll use that bit of a beam. I've got some spare bits. Now, this table, I think I said to you, possibly in one of my other videos, my granddad made that table. I'm pretty sure it was my granddad and not my granddad's dad. I'm sure it was my granddad. And I kind of feel like he's channeling his energy into helping me fix these issues. It's like having his table next to me while I'm working, and this is where it will be. It will be sat up here. I'll be able to enjoy it. I'll polish it, and I'll have some coasters on it, and I can put my drink on it and sit up here. It's like he's channeling a bit of building knowledge into me. I've been chatting with my dad, and he's been giving me ideas as well. So between my dad and my granddad, hopefully we'll, you know, have a reasonably built room. Yay! Next. I'm getting there. I do feel like I need another cup of tea in a minute though. Could you go make me one, please? I'm incredibly busy. Don't just sit there. Go and do it, please. My goodness. And yes, I know, you professional chippies out there, I'm totally butchering this. I am aware of that. It's called being a novice and just giving it a go. Oh, don't lean on that bit because you'll snap it. Because you've just made it thinner. Oops. Oops. I'll jimmy it. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Piece number 1. Which should still be attached to piece number 2. Oops. It's fine. It'll just mean it's easier to fit, right? It's just easier to work with because I've made it a bit smaller in 2 pieces. Fine. It's fine. I have a bit of a problem. A bit of a problem. My drill bit seems to be going at a right angle, and it's not designed to do that. Let's hope I've got some more drill bits. Otherwise, I shall be heading back to Screwfix to buy drill bits. Right. I've got the next size up. So, fingers crossed, that'll do. The other issue is these are all masonry drills, drill bits, as opposed to wood drill bits. But I think that was a masonry as well. And I've been using that fine for however long. I think probably if I was trying to use a wood on a masonry situation, that would be different. But I think masonry on a wood is fine. But yeah, I will be buying wood drill bits tomorrow. Let's go with the next size up. Still smaller than the screws. So I do need tea though. The other bit that requires a bit of thinking is the walls. They are not going to come up like that. They're going to lean more against here. They're going to be screwed onto there. So I need to cut them to size. I also need to cut a drop out here for them to drop in to the floor, and then that will help them drop that way. So I guess I need to measure that beam, really, don't I, all the way down to the floor, I think. Right, I might have to do one dummy run, and if it goes hideously wrong, rethink it. Kinda like that. Except I cut the board the wrong way around, but I'm going to paint it anyway, so it will be fine. Should I use that as a template for the others? I can fine adjust each one then, can't I? And these are slightly wider than they advertised, which is annoying because I'm going to have to take a slither off here to be able to butt them up against each other. But yes, that seems to be okay. Well, I'm not very good at cutting it to size, but I mean, it's, you know, it's not like a living room, is it? It's just a hangout zone, so I don't suppose it really matters, does it? Really? Really? If it's not perfect. You know, you get the general idea. You get the general idea. I'm showered, just to make myself feel a little bit more human after being up in that loft. I think the vlog is probably quite long enough, and so I'm just going to stop it here. I know it's a bit early in the evening, but I'm not going to be able to fit any more into it. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm sure we'll be doing something terribly exciting. Terribly exciting. You'll have to wait and see.